So, like I have been doing with all the other candidates who have dropped out, Bernie Sanders is no different. So in case you've been living under a rock over the last last day or so, Bernie Sanders has officially dropped out of the race. Now, I almost prematurely did this video a couple weeks ago because it was something that went out saying that he did drop out, but at the time it was just a rumor. But who knew that in creepy Mr. Touchy-Feely Jim Crow Joe is going to have the Democratic nomination to go up against 45 for the 2020 election. But let me go ahead and read this article coming from HuffPost. Senator Bernie Sanders ended his bid for the White House on Wednesday, effectively handing the Democratic nomination to former Vice President Joe Biden and ending hopes that a progressive challenger would take on 45 in November. Sanders announced the news on a conference call with his campaign staffers. Sanders had long been seen as a frontrunner in a Democratic race, surging to the top of the polls before a series of poor showings on Super Tuesday and subsequent primaries. Biden locked in deep support amongst black voters throughout the South, nabbing prizes like South Carolina and Texas and earning healthy leads in states like Michigan that Sanders' campaign had hoped were competitive. Biden also had easy victories in Florida, Illinois, and Arizona on Tuesday, putting his delegate total at 1,153 versus Sanders' 861. Ohio's primary, originally scheduled for Tuesday, has been postponed to June. Sanders didn't deliver a primary night speech following Tuesday's losses, and Sanders' campaign manager on Wednesday morning said his team would be reassessing his White House pursuit in conversations with his supporters. I don't know why the man just needs to sit his old ass down somewhere he can barely see over the podium without hunching over. Many leading Democrats and one-time candidates had thrown their weight behind the former vice president after ending their own bids, including former Mayor Pete Buttigieg, Senator Kamala Harris, Amy Klobuchar, and Cory Booker, and billionaire Mike Bloomberg. The quick turnaround of support for his competitor left the Sanders campaign reeling, with limited options to secure enough delegates going into the Democratic National Convention in July. Biden had pitched himself as the most electable candidate, and polls showed that Democrats were indeed primarily interested in finding a candidate who could take out 45, even if they didn't agree with that person on every issue. That's what Bloomberg said. I remember that now. But it is what it is, because that goes back to when black people was asking Bernie Sanders, like everybody else, about reparations. He's basically said the same no as everyone else, but he even, was willing to funnel more money to his group after saying that he wouldn't help another group that really needed it. That group that he's helping, yes, we know that that's what he would identify as, but they're continuing to get their funds. We haven't gotten a penny yet. So, hey, another one bites the dust. As far as I'm concerned, it's only one more to go. The only thing I'm hating right now is the fact that pet bison is licking her chops right now. But let Biden lose, and it's going to be funny. I can't wait to clown her more so than him. I'm going to clown him, but I'm definitely going to clown her. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter if you have not done so already. Have your notifications turned on, and I will talk to you in the next one.